Up next, the Grizzlies taking on the Lakers. For the Grizzlies, we got minutes, we have rotations. These elements, Greg, are very much in the works at this time of the season.
And I tell you, a hot streak from a role player might earn them a starting spot. And further success can really shake things up. Giving everyone a fair chance is key.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. The front court is Wells and Jackson. Then there's John Morant. Then it's Brandon Clark. Here's Morant. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, Morant has all the moves to find a way to score in there.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Driving the lane. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Morant, the bounce pass. Pass to Jackson. Shoots over Hachimura. No good off the back of the rim. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Good on the triple.
Dangerous from the perimeter. LeBron is definitely a threat from that corner.
Here's Morant. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. We talked about the game plan he has in place for John Morant. Coach was forthcoming, saying it's no secret you need to turn him into a shooter. If he gets a step at the rim, you've already lost that battle. He can drain a kick from outside, but we are willing to live with that. Appreciate the honest answer. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you.
And LeBron used to getting hit. This is the level of attention this man attracts from the D.
And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented. Different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Jackson. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Yes, we know Jackson can nail threes, but at his core, he's a guy who wants the ball around the rim.
And LeBron James gets it to go.
Well, this offense is off to an outstanding start. They're communicating, executing, and finding great shots.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Stolen by Reeves. And here's the fast break. And it's Ayton missing.
Well, come on, guys. Did you really think they'd shoot 100% for the game?
Here's Jackson, and he banks in the layup.
Well, we know he can space the floor, but Jackson is still at his best in the paint.
Doncic against Morant. Here's Hachimura. And the 3 off target. The Grizzlies trail by 4. This one for 3. Good on the three-point shot.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They came away with the victory in the last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
And they did win that last game in this matchup. It seemed they got the benefit of the whistle.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Morant outside. A special move before the shot.
And that teardrop is really a staple of Morant's game. He uses it more than others.
Here's James. Good, nice job down low. 8 points for LeBron.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now here's Morant. Outs one up. It's rebounded by Doncic. Lakers leading by 3. Reads the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, the 7-footer Ayton, when he's this close to the basket, he's looking for the jam.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside for Jackson. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Jackson's got 7 points in the game.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Doncic passes to Reeves. Yes, that goes in.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
And taking a look now at the stats for Morant. Last season, he played outstanding. He was around 23 points a game last year. 7 assists and 4 rebounds. And with the ball in his hands, he is an outstanding distributor.
Well, he is so unselfish. That's why guys love playing alongside him.
And here is Doncic. Really played well against Memphis in his last outing. LeBron outside. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And so here's Memphis. 4-point game. Pass to Jackson. Shoots over Hachimura. Jackson misses. And here are the Lakers. In each of his first 7 seasons in the NBA, Coach, DeAndre Ayton has averaged a double-double.
Yeah, Kevin, I think DeAndre Ayton, despite being a former #1 pick, has actually become one of the more underrated big guys in the league. Like, this guy, as you said, is consistent. He gets it done every night, every year, and you can count on him. I like DeAndre Ayton.
James kicks to Ayton. Count it. 6 points for him.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Looking at Memphis, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles. Doncic against Morant. Pass to Clark. Morant right side. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Doncic has got his 4th rebound in this one. And James with the basket on the assist by Reed. LeBron's got 12.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Morant dishes to Jackson. Boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Jake LaRavia is checked in for Los Angeles. Marcus Smart comes in for Austin Reed. And Los Angeles with some changes. Hayes comes in for Ayton. And Vanderbilt subbed in for LeBron. Contavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Memphis. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Spencer, the pass to Landale. Here's Aldama. There's the pick. Back to Landale. And finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Well, look, Aldama is a very good passer out of the front court.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. On the line, outside for Smart. Pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Doncic. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. And the Lakers lead by 8. Now Williams. 1:36 left in the first quarter. Caldwell-Pope outside. Now here's Williams. Memphis moving it around. 6 on the shot clock, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. With this chance, let's show you the league's most intimidating shot-blocking defenses from last season. In third, the Grizzlies.
Last season, this was a team that prided itself on protecting the rim. They were not an easy group to score on inside.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Spencer's shot is off. Lakers leading by 8. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, this September, Grizzlies legend Marc Gasol was enshrined in the Basketball Hall of Fame. A 3-time All-Star and Defensive Player of the Year, Marc was acquired in a trade for his brother, Pau Gasol, who was likewise an All-Star with the Grizzlies. Marc, a fixture on and off the court in Memphis. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Jackson. He's got 9. Pass to Aldama.
Yeah, 3 turnovers so far, and the real issue is the fact that they're unforced, too careless with the basketball.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Spencer, covered by Hayes. Spencer, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Over Smart, and Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Good stroke on the tweener by Caldwell Pope.
Here's Doncic. To the middle. 4 seconds left. Vanderbilt off with the layup. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Jock Landale's out there with Jackson. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then it's Santi Aldama. And it's Spencer in at the point guard position. Here's Reeves. Landale grabs the miss.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Aldama. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Well, Aldama's size makes attacking from right under the hoop an easy option.
Reeves drives in. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. Jackson passes to Caldwell Pope. And Jared Vanderbilt gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Pass to Aldama. Now Caldwell Pope. Just 5 to shoot. Shot from the wing. It's rebounded by Hayes.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Reeves finds LaRavia. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Smart. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Well, and Smart probably deserves more credit for his ability to run the pick and roll. He's an outstanding decision maker.
Spencer, the pass to Landale. And Jared Vanderbilt gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Third team foul.
Pass to Aldama. 6 to shoot. Jackson passes to Caldwell Pope. There's the 3. Jackson misses.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
What a unique skill set Jaren Jackson Jr., Coach, brings to the floor.
No question, Kevin. He's a two-way player, a defensive player of the year who also has proven he can be a primary scorer, and he can score it from the three-point line, or he can put it on the floor and go to the basket. Plus, he's got a post game. This is one of the most versatile players in the league.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Marcus Smart. Last season's performance for him was in at about 9 points per, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. But that's just part of the picture. His defensive presence goes beyond the stat sheet.
Yeah, his true impact on the defensive end cannot be measured by stats.
Gabe Vincent, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Morant's checked in. Pass to Spencer. They get it back. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Aldama finds Landale. Count it. Landale's got his second basket.
Man, that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Takes a 3. Los Angeles with another miss.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Aldama passes to Jackson. Here's Morant. In the center of things, Morant.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Reeves against Morant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one's on Morant.
And Reeves welcomes the contact on his way up, especially when he's that close to the basket.
The first one falls. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, then that can be as difficult as anything.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Andre Ayton's checked in for Hayes. Hachimura comes in for Jake LaRavia. James checked in for Marcus Smart. And Doncic is subbed in for Gabe Vincent. Smart's checked in for Austin Reed.
Let's hear some noise.
There's the lob to Jackson. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. When you lob it up to Jackson Jr., he'll find a way to finish.
And so it's Hachimura who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
And a moment here now to see the numbers for LeBron James. He's coming off an excellent season, and he ranked in the top 15 in points per game, one of the league's premier offensive threats.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists, just does a great job of getting everyone involved. Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Brandon Clark comes in for Jock Landale. And Wells is subbed in for Santi Aldama. Wells in the corner. Outside Jackson. Wells with it. 23 points his last outing. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Grizzlies shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And Wells drops them both. Here's Doncic. He has 6. Now here's LeBron. Wells with the steal. Pass to Morant. Jackson has the open look. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 6 assists here tonight.
Well, modern-day big men can hit threes and guard multiple positions. That's Jaren Jackson.
Here's Doncic. Luka making it look so easy inside.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Jackson kicks to Morant. 13 feet away. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Well, the defense is going to give Morant that shot. They're trying as hard as they can to defend the rim. That opens up the mid-range jumper.
Morant with the steal. Shoots over Hachimura. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Morant surveying the D. Pass to Clark over Ayton. No good from Clark. For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against Memphis. Smart kicks to James. No good on the triple. The Grizzlies trail by 5.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And the Lakers making a change here. Vincent's checked in. The Grizzlies also making a change. Santi Aldama's checked in for Jaren Jackson. To the paint. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
It's always good to see Ayton going up strong, using his physical gifts.
The Grizzlies have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Pass to Clark. Rebound the Lakers.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Here's Vincent for the 3. Aldama with the rebound. And they're on the break. Morant outside. Fires from deep. That one misses. Los Angeles leading by 7. Inside. And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got his 7th assist here tonight. 1:37 left in the first half. Back to Morant. Doncic with the block.
The anticipation is there for Luka on defense.
From deep, James, it's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
1:12 left to play in the first half. Back to Morant. Morant with another miss.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Aldama can't hit. The Lakers on offense. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. And Doncic, here we go. Comes up empty down low. There's the try. It's good. 5 points in the game. Lakers leading by 10. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Pass to Vincent. And here is Hachimura. He has yet to score, and Doncic gets it to go.
And we know Doncic has limitless range, but for him, it's about becoming more consistent from deep.
With 1 on the clock, and so it's Los Angeles. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. Right back after this break.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight, a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Where's the intensity at the defensive end? They need to get a hand up and contest more shots.
Coach needs to encourage them to be better moving forward, just like I do with you guys.
I'd better put my feet up. It's getting deep in here. Taking a peek now at the upcoming. And that's all for us. Now it's time.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by James.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Here's Jackson. The guard pair will be Doncic and Reed. In the forward positions, James and Hachimura. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. That's J.J. Redick's 5 as we get into the second half.
The big fella, Ayton, suspended in the air as he's creating.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Clark, a screen on Doncic. Down low. And it's Clark slamming it down.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Lakers leading by 13. Doncic outside. And here's James outside. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Memphis has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Shot clock at 6. From the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game. James on the drive. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Down by 15. They host the Spurs after this one. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you, guys. Luka Doncic talked about wearing purple and gold. He said it's the Lakers. So many past legends, so many championships. You don't come here for anything else. So I have everything left to prove, and that's the goal. I get to play in the greatest club in the world, and I'm excited for this new journey. Back over to you guys.
A new beginning. Thank you, Allie. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And so far, the story on Luka Doncic coming off a terrific season. He was around 28 points per clip last year, 7 assists and 8 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
And maybe the most storied high school player ever. It's amazing to think that LeBron's exceeded expectations at the pro level.
Now we have a chance. Let's take a look at the teams that led the NBA in rebounding last season. Second, the Grizzlies.
Well, last year they were all over the glass. Their physicality is what helped define their identity.
Clark sets a screen for Jackson. Good work defensively by Hachimura. Los Angeles leading by 15. We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but GA much improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, her range out beyond the arc and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. On the wing, Jackson. He's covered by Hachimura. And a shot by Wells, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Doncic. An easy 2 points on the layup. Doncic has got 15.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
The Grizzlies trail by 19. Morant outside. Loads it up there for Morant. It's stolen by Hachimura. Pass to LeBron. Takes it inside. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Morant against Doncic. Will it go? And Morant will lay it in. 10 points for him.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Doncic against Morant. In the corner, it's James. LeBron James on the wing. And the dunk by James.
And the total package, James, is so much fun to watch.
The Grizzlies trail by 21. Outside Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. Pass to Morant. Off target from outside. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 14-6 run. Doncic outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Creating space. Doncic will move defenders around.
Memphis has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Jackson kicks to Wells. Outside Jackson. Over to the wing. 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. No good from outside.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the board has been impressive.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
Grizzlies have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Timeout called the Grizzlies. Marcus Smart's checked in for the Lakers. Hachimura against Jackson. Morant outside. Shoots over Doncic. And again, Memphis no good. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on an 18-6 run. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Some changes for Memphis. John Glendale comes in for Brandon Clark. And Santi Aldama is subbed in for Wells. Now Morant. 10 points for him. Pass to Aldama. On the wing, Jackson. Morant outside. Clock at 6. Looking to end his cold spell. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Ayton. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Spencer's checked in. And in 2023, the NBA implementing a new player participation policy, Coach, trying to minimize unexcused absences for star players.
Kevin, I think it's huge for our game. Fans pay and watch TV to see the great players. And there's nothing more important in the league than that those guys being on the court on a consistent basis. And anything that the league can do and teams can do to ensure that, the better it is for everyone.
Outside Jackson. Morant outside. Back to Jackson. Pass to Spencer. The Grizzlies with another miss.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
And that one's good. James.
Vintage LeBron there, owning the lane. I mean, who's going to stop that?
And so it's Memphis with it. Morant outside and out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
Well, that last play pretty much sums up their effort in this one. Not good.
Vince Williams is checked in for Jackson. Here's Doncic. He's got 19. Pass to Hachimura. Hachimura setting the pick for Doncic. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Morant. Got it from 16 feet. Morant's got 15.
Well, this is one of those nights where Morant just decided to take over.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. And Los Angeles with some changes. Jackson Hayes is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Jake LaRavia comes in for Rui Hachimura. And it's Austin Reeves in for LeBron. And Memphis also making a switch. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Morant. Now, here's Doncic. He's tightly guarded. And it's in there. Doncic has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
For 3, Williams. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Hayes has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And here's Doncic from the arc. Landale grabs the miss. Landale's got 5 rebounds tonight. Caldwell-Pope passes to Spencer. There's 57 seconds left in the 3rd. To the inside. Here's Aldama. And Aldama slams it in.
Well, pretty sure Aldama could bring down the standard if he wanted to.
Doncic looking it over. That one falls.
But when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Here's Spencer. Here's Caldwell-Pope. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Well, when you watch everything Caldwell-Pope does, it's possible he's still a little underrated.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And it's Doncic missing. Grizzlies have gone 7 for 16 the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Aldama gets the bucket.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Doncic outside. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Lakers. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We'll return shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Jaren Jackson is out there with Santi Aldama. Then it's Jock Landale. Then it's Contavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Spencer in at the point. Aldama gets the bucket.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Over in the corner, Vincent. It's good from long range. Vincent's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Whether it's with his passing or scoring, Reeves is a flat-out playmaker.
Grizzlies shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Spencer, the pass to Caldwell-Pope. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
Down low, here's Vanderbilt, and the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Out to the right wing, here's Landale. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Hayes has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Kept alive, pass to Vanderbilt. Here's LaRavia, connects from 3-point range.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Here's Aldama to end the run. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Here's LaRavia. Good on the shot.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Pass to Aldama. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And the 7-footer, Sante Aldama. You know, Stan, he looks like a guard out there at times.
Oh, the way this guy has improved since he's come into the league is phenomenal. You know, this is a guy who's gotten better as a shooter, more consistent, more efficient. But then he's added, like you said, his ability to put the ball on the floor and attack the basket, and his ability to pass off the dribble. This is a very skilled big man.
The Lakers making a switch here. Smart's checked in. Back to LaRavia. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting them.
To the paint, here's Hayes. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And they've also not only created turnovers tonight, but converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off.
Drills the three-pointer.
Well, normally Morant is scoring off the dribble. It's good to see him being effective off the ball.
Pass to LaRavia. Now Vanderbilt. Vincent with it. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Morant outside. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Puts up a 3, and again it's Memphis with the 3.
Well, that's a breakdown defensively. Can't afford to give him those kind of looks.
Now Vincent. Here's LaRavia. And LaRavia slams it in.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the 4th quarter. Morant passes to Spencer. Jackson from long range. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Smart finds LaRavia. Here's Vincent. Grizzlies with the rebound. Aldama's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Morant outside, and they double up Morant. It's stolen by Vanderbilt. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. It's tipped. Laravia passes to Smart. The 3. And Spencer pulls it down.
Well, with this team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Inside, Landale. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
Now you see here just how good Morant is at spotting openings, then moving the ball into them.
Tries to keep it alive. Outside, Smart. Vincent on the wing. Stan, we've seen teams make surprising playoff runs only to falter the next year. Team trajectory's not always a straight line, clearly.
No, absolutely, Kevin. I would think in most cases it's not a straight line. Because, look, the other teams are all trying to win, too. That's what makes things different. So you might be slightly off the next year and someone else makes a big jump, and then it looks like your decline is a lot bigger than it is.
And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now.
The previous play is under review.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Hayes. Gannett comes in for Jake Laravia. And Smith subbed in for Vincent. And that one falls for Jackson.
And you love how Jackson Jr. has responded to setbacks and injury in his career. He doesn't get discouraged, just makes him work harder.
And he nails the 3rd. For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Here's Connect. From outside, off the mark. Memphis has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Clark. Yep, that one goes.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Crosses over. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jaren Jackson. And just the way pilots use VR to train, now NBA officials can do the same.
Yeah, it's all about reps, right? Getting them with a headset in a lower stress setting helps prepare them to make the right call when the lights are brightest.
Morant finds Clark. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Wells passes to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Morant. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Morant's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, so tough to knock Morant off balance, and he's so talented at keeping his focus on the basket.
Smith against Clark. And again, the Lakers no good. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Morant. Lays it up off the glass. Morant's got 22 points.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Here's Kleber. Off target from three-point range. The Grizzlies have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Pass to Wells. Looking for Clark, and he gets it there.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
And, guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's, 4 straight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Luka Doncic.
Well, what an unselfish display from him tonight. Sharing the ball, creating for others, just beautiful basketball.
With some arc, and that one's good, Morant.
Yeah, and Morant definitely has that floater in his arsenal.
Now here's Smart. Smith outside. It's Connect on the wing. Back to Smith. Latrey. Here's Vanderbilt. Rebounded by Jackson. Up top, Wells. He's guarded by Connect. Wells passes to Clark. Morant outside. Clark sets a screen for Morant. Can't connect. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easy. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, standing by with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Luka, congrats on the win, but a quick turnaround right around the corner. What'll be the key to keeping it going?
Same as today, prepare hard for this game, play good defense, and, just keep attacking them. We just got to prepare ourselves.
Preparation is so much of it. Thanks, Luka. Guys?
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Luka Doncic.